I want to take you through a quick demo now for Google Documents, or Google Docs for short. And you see here on under my More menu is Documents. If you don't find it there, it's under, you look for it under Even More on that page. But I click on that. I'm already signed in, and I click on that, and what'll come up, this is actually, I have quite a few already of these Google Documents. If you but I'm going to create one now so you can see. You can see they actually have a variety of documents. The basic one being a document, it's like a Word document. Presentation is like PowerPoint, spreadsheet like Excel, and so on and so forth. But drawing too, and table, and also and even more. But let's just go to the document and take a second for the document, the new document, to come up. It's untitled, so I give it a new name. I'm going to use my own blog as an example, but we'll make one for each one. I'll make one for each one of you, and so there you see it, and as you can see, it's pretty much basically a simple word processing setup. So what I want to do in this document, I'll put the title in again, and then under it I'm going to write the name of my blog. Oops. And here I'm going over to my blog, and I'm getting the URL, copying it. I'm doing a copy, then highlighting the name here, and finding insert link, right? And I can put the link in there under web address. Okay, and now it's linked that way. You can just click on the document when we go to it, and go right to the blog. There's an easier way to do it, actually. Let me just make another line. I could actually take the title, because the title is linked, and this is the interesting thing about this stuff. Well, actually, it didn't work in this case. I know why, because there is no link when it's just the regular blog. But if I'm on a particular page, now it's a link to the regular blog. And if I put it in this way, of course, now it's in, and you can see, right, here's the link. It actually lets you change or remove it. Anyway, we're going to have, first of all, the general link to the blog, and then what I'm going to ask you to do, I'll go back to my very first post, is in order. Here's my first post, in order. Okay, and it's entitled First Post. So one way to do it will be to just write First Post. Of course, let's get this to a smaller size because it's a bit unwieldy. Okay, so there's my first post. Then I'm going to add the URL for it, and okay, and I want you to add in these links, the name and with a link for each of the posts that you put in order from your first one. And each time you add a new post, go to the doc and add in the next post. So my second post, again, I have to go back to this. I put in a piece about The Sopranos, and so that would be my next post. And I can put it in here, put in the title, add the link, and there's my second post. Let me just point out that there is actually a shortcut to this. Let me go to my third post. It's just about a picture. Easier way to do it would be to take the title, because this is usually linked. Let me see if it is. No, it's not linked on the single page, so that won't work. But actually, very best way to do it, really, very easy way, is go from the blog archive gadget. Just copy there, highlight and copy the listing for that post, paste it in, there you go. I could even, if I wanted to get everything, all of these posts, I could do it like that. Of course, the problem is that for me in this instance would be that they're in the reverse order, so I would have to go back and shift, manually copy and paste or cut and paste to change the order of these things. But in any event, the point is that we'll create a shared document, leave room between each post, and we'll be able to write comments, and you can respond to the comments. Each document will be a private one, shared only between one of you individually and me. So I'll create the Google Doc for each one of you, and then share it. Go through the sharing with you. The Google Docs, by the way, is a great way to do writing. It's not exactly writing on the internet necessarily, but it is a way to do collaborative writing on the internet between different people. So, and just an example here. This is a document from a conference that I planned with someone else. So we were working on the schedule together, and were able to make comments and make adjustments on the shared document, and actually see it almost in real time as it happened if we were both online at the same time. So a very useful application for collaborative work, and in a sense it is writing online. And for many people, this is a nice alternative to using Word, because all of the documents, as long as you have access to the internet, all of the documents that you own can be found under online and accessed no matter where you are or what computer you're at. It's not one that I use regularly, though, however, for storage, because it still is dependent on Google and has its limitations. So actually my preference, since I'm just bringing this up, would be Dropbox. If you've never encountered it, a lot of people really love this program. Dropbox is a way to sort of back up what you're saving. Basically what Dropbox does, online all of your files are saved to the Dropbox server, and they give you a certain room for free, and then you can pay for a larger amount of room. But everything is saved online. But what's really great about it is that it's also saved, if you set it up this way, it's also saved on your computer, so that you have your own Dropbox folder that opens up on your computer. And what's particularly useful about this is that you can have this set up on more than one computer. Like I have this set up on my home computer and on my office computer, so that when I do some work on my office computer, save the file, to Dropbox, when I come home and start up my home computer, or my laptop for that matter, as soon as it's online, or as soon as it has the chance, it'll update the update the file, and the file will now be on the other computer as well. Anyway, Dropbox is very useful, and it also has sharing options. I do recommend it, particularly for file storage, because then you don't have to worry about forgetting your flash drive or any of that. However, for collaborative works, I still go back to Google Docs, and again, that's what we'll be using in order for me to give you feedback privately and directly. Look for, or if you haven't gotten it already, look for the email message that alerts you to the share document, and then get to work in putting all of your posts there in chronological order from earliest to latest, and that way we'll be able to do our work together more effectively.